Is there anyone? So, after a long time, I have come live. I think no one is there. So please try to join this live session. And those who are not subscribing my channel and for the first time might be watching this live session, please try to subscribe my channel. I think someone is there. Okay, so please let me know. So if someone is there, please let me know in the comment section and tell me, am I visible and audible properly? Please let me know in the comment section and tell me, am I audible and visible clearly? Okay, so there is no reply. Okay, okay, if someone is there, so please try to ask me any question regarding it could be any topic. Okay. Those who are watching for the first time this live session, please try to like this live session so that the YouTube would recommend my videos to a large number of audience. And those who are watching this video for the first time, so please let me know in the comment section from where are you watching this video and how are you all guys. How was your day? How is everything going on? So let me know in the comment section. And how is your practice in especially English speaking practice is going on. So friends, I'm going to share something about my experience of learning this English language. So those who are trying to learn this English language for the first time from the scratch, they should focus too much. Uh, they just too much focus on grammar at the very scratch. But in my perspective, I would say that we should not go through grammar deeply at the beginning of learning this language, because grammar is a vast chapter. Okay, there are a lot of things to be learned, so we don't need to run after a lot of grammar, advanced grammar, but we should have a little bit basic grammar. We should have knowledge about some basic grammar like tenses, modals, active, passive, article, preposition, and parts of speech. Okay, so these are the very basic grammar. So we should have knowledge, little bit knowledge about these basic grammars. So with the help of this basic grammar, we can easily communicate with most of the people. We can speak this language at ease. And one more thing I would like to share, that we don't we don't need to join any coaching center, because nowadays we can learn. It's not only about this English language. We can learn anything. It's not that we have to learn this only English language. We can learn many skills. Okay, so we can learn also how to cook food very well, so something like that. So by sitting at home we can do everything. Everything is at our fingertips. What we need, we we just should have confident. Okay, we should be very much confident, and we should be also dedicated, hardworking, and we should have also believe in ourselves. Okay, so with all these things we can start anything. And most of the people have the conception that if I learn grammar, if I just complete all the grammatical concept of grammar, so we will be able to speak this language in a very good manner. But this is not true. Okay, because there are lots of people around us who might have a lot of degrees, who might have a lot of knowledge, not only English language, many subject wise knowledge they have, but they still are not able to speak this language just because of lack of practicing. Okay, so what we should do, because in our school, from our schooling time, we are used to we are used to the habit of learning this language, like we are habitual to write anything like paragraph. We are habitual to read out the every textual part, and so these kinds of thing we are used to do in our earlier times. What we lack, we are lagging behind only the skill of speaking this language. Okay, so we just neglected this speaking part. Most of the people neglect this speaking part, so that's why we are not able to speak this language effortlessly, efficiently. But we should not think like that. We have to we have to take it as a challenge. Okay, and if you think it positively, so you can speak this language spontaneously. But if you start thinking that speaking English language is not a cup of tea for me, so it would be a very good very tough thing for you. Okay, so you have to think it positively, that yes, I can do, yes, I can learn this language by sitting at home. We don't need to pay any fees to any tutor, or we don't need to take any subscription. Okay, any course, we don't need to take any course. So this kinds of thing we should not do. Just to we what we can do, or what we start doing, that we have to be very patient, we have to be very diligent, confident, hardworking, and we must have belief in ourselves. Okay. And also we have to just work on our vocabulary skill. So by working on our vocabulary skill, because vocabulary also plays an important role to speak this language, because without having the vocabulary knowledge, so we are not able to speak this language in a natural way. So we just fumble a lot, hesitate a lot while speaking to someone else. So we have to work on our uh, vocabulary skill side by side. And how can we enhance our vocabulary skill? This is very simple. Okay, what I do, what I have learned from my teaching experience, I can just share with you. Because in my earlier times, I just used to focus only on grammar part. I used to neglect this speaking part. So that's why I was not able to speak this language like a very good speaker. But after realizing my mistake, I took it as a challenge. Okay, and I have taken resolution in this 2025 that by the end of 2025 I wanna be a very good speaker, like a very fluent speaker. So that's why I'm just working on my speaking skills. But I know it very well that though I am a teacher, I teach in my school also. So that's why I am into this. I am having this kind of little bit English speaking environment. So I have to teach my students in my classroom. So what I am going to share that if you have a strong determination, if you have strong mindset, so nobody can stop you to learn this language. So you have to give yourself a proper mindset, and you should have a strong why do you want to learn this language. So if you have a very strong mindset, and if you are willing to learn this language positively, so nothing can stop you to learn this language. You will be very good, sooner or later you will be very good speaker. Okay. So but I don't consider myself to be an eloquent speaker, or very good advanced speaker, impeccable speaker. But I just what I do, I'm just trying my level best to take my English to the next level. I want to elevate my English, to polish my English. That's why I'm here, because I have nothing to worry about anything, because nowadays I'm settled, I'm established. But I am I don't feel I'm not complacent. Okay. And one thing I must share with you that being a teacher, I think that it's a kind of my duty. Okay, because I have to remain always updated with the passage of time, because nowadays everything is happen to change. So that's why I always try to stay myself with the changing of time. Okay, so that's why I'm right now here. And speaking this language has been my burning desire since my childhood, because at that time when I was studying in class 6 or 7, so at that time English was taught as a subject, not as a language. And there was not anybody with whom I could speak this language, and the teachers also taught English as a subject. So I was not having the English speaking ambience at that time. So there are a lot of hindrances, difficulties at that time I used to face. But these days, the students, the people of this generation are not having these kinds of problems so much, because we are living in the age of technology. Okay, we have a smartphone, we have internet. So by just sitting at home, we can do anything. We can learn any language. It's not only about English language. So we have to just keep patient always. Okay, because language learning is not a uh, is not a uh, piece of cake for everyone. Okay, and it's a process, it's a journey, it takes time. So you have to be very patient, and it totally it's totally up to you. how much efforts you are putting in yourself, it's totally up to you. So and it doesn't matter that from which medium have you completed your schooling, it doesn't matter. And you don't need to think worry about it. Okay, so maybe you are from Hindi medium school, Hindi medium background, maybe you are from Tamil medium background. So there are so many native language, so many mediums also available in our India. So but we should not worry about it. It could be any medium, but it doesn't matter. What matters that are you trying a lot or not. Okay, you have to try to learn this language a lot. You have to put in all efforts very smartly. Okay, you have to work smartly, work hard but with smartness. Okay, this is my main mantra, I would say. And what I do, I can just share with you that nowadays I am just trying to enhance my vocabulary skill. So whenever I get free time, I just try to watch the podcast motivational videos, a little bit also blog blog videos also. All these things are also in English, not in our one vernacular language. Okay, so you have to do like this. And one more thing you can do also, that if you have interest in reading any books, so you can go for reading any books. Okay, and I also sometimes I also read some children's story books, because I love to read children's story books. While reading the story books, I just try to help my son, to teach my sons. So that's why I am just leveling my language to the next level. I'm just enhancing my language by this way. And you can do also like this way. Okay, so by this way you will be able to speak this language. And before that, before speaking this language, you must have courage. You must have courage. Okay, and you, one more thing I would like to share with you, that there are many people around us. Okay, they always try to motivate, demotivate you, discourage you, down you all the time. But we should not think about those kinds of people. Let them speak whatever they are speaking. Okay, because this is your life. You know very well what you are doing. So you have to think it as a very positive way. Okay, don't need to think like a very negative way. You have to be very optimistic, not like the pessimistic. Okay, so who is here? ज्योति सुखी के किचन रामाजन सिंह, खांसी हो गया। ओके, क्या बोल रहे हो जी? आई कैन अंडरस्टैंड जी। So nowadays I am little bit suffering from cough and cold, because this is the time of season change. Okay, so that's why I am suffering from a little bit cough and cold. So how are you, Jyoti and Sukhi ke kitchen? And where are you from? Where are you from, sir? अरे भाई हिंदी में बात करो. I can little bit understand English, but I can't speak very good Hindi. Okay, मैं वेस्ट बंगाल से बात कर रहा हूँ. आप कहाँ से हो? Okay, so you are from Punjab. Okay, okay, good to hear about that. Okay, आप कैसे हो? How are you? How are you, sir? And good evening. So, sir, have you had your dinner? आपका डिनर हो गया? Have you had your dinner? So please try to like this video. क्या काम करते हो भाई? I am a teacher by profession. मैं एक गवर्नमेंट स्कूल में टीचर हूँ. I can't speak very good Hindi. So guys, if I speak wrong, so please make me correct and try to forgive me. Yes, sir, government job because I teach in a government school. So nowadays, most of the people have this desire to speak English language, but what happens that they just start their speaking journey, but after 2 weeks or after 1 month or 2 months, they just give up their journey. Okay, so this is the problem of most of the people, but I highly recommend, but I highly suggest to everyone that never give up your journey of speaking this language. Okay, so because it's a journey, it's a process. Language and learning is not something like that. You just do it you just complete it in a overnight or in a very few months, maybe 2 or 3 months. Okay, it's totally up to you. And minimum it takes to learn this language, to speak this language, 6 months. And you have to you have to take it as a positive way, and you have to try to immerse yourself totally in this language, because as far as I remember that, so everybody must resonate with me the one thing that we have learned our mother tongue. Okay, from our childhood we have learned our mother tongue. So what we did to learn our mother tongue, we just used to listen a lot. We just used to listen a lot and start observing, used to start observing the surroundings, the people around us, whatever they used to talk to each other. So by observing the elders, the people around us, by trying to speak this language, so we just used to fumble, hesitate, used to make a couple of mistakes. A lot of mistake we used to do in our earlier times of learning our native language. So the same things, the same formula will be applicable to learn this English language. So why should we worry about that? Because it's a language, it's a journey, so we should not worry about that. It takes time and we must accept it. Okay, we should not hurry to learn this language. Okay ji, good night. Okay, okay, sir, good night. See you later. And there are four pillars to speak this English language. Okay, listening, speaking, reading, and writing. And we have to focus on each and every part, every skill of this language. We have to listen a lot. By listening a lot, we will be able to understand whatever the people are trying to say, convey their thoughts, and speaking is one of the most important parts of learning this language, because we are trying everything. We are listening a lot, we are watching a lot of videos, podcast, and we are also writing a lot, so we are also able to understand everything. So so what is the problem the people are facing every day, are not having to speak this language? The problem is that they are not habitual to speak this language. Each and every single day they have to speak this language, and it doesn't matter that whether you are speaking good English or wrong English, because at the very scratch you don't need to focus too much on your mistake, because mistakes are part of learning this language. Okay, and we are not God, we are just only human beings, and mistakes are being allowed every time. Okay, so we should not worry about our mistakes, and mistakes are part and parcel of learning this language. But over and again we must not repeat our the same mistake, and with the passage of time we have to just rectify our own mistakes. So we should not worry about our making mistakes, and we should not be judgmental. We should not think about the people that if I make mistake, so what other people will say about me. Okay, so we should not worry about those kinds of people, and because the people, their people tasks are to speak any ill of us. Okay, they just their task is to speak in a very negative way to the people who are trying their best to do anything good in their own life. So we should not think about these kinds of things, and let them speak whatever they have wish in their minds. Our job is to focus, our job is different, our goal is different. We have to achieve something in our look, and we our outlook should be different from the average people. Okay, and we have to think like out of the box. We don't need to think according to the average people, because our goal is something different from the kind of people who belong to who are around us. So we should not think the way the other people try to think. We just try to think in a very different way, because we are unique. We have to say to ourselves that we are unique. And one important thing is that nobody is perfect in this whole universe. We have to accept it. Okay, everybody is trying their level best to achieve something good in their own life. So we have to accept that nobody is perfect, but the right practice, the right approach will lead you to being a very perfect man. Okay, and there is a proverb, there is a saying that practice makes a man perfect. So we have to run after our practice. And there is also a very good saying is that hard work always beats talent. Okay, so if you have talent, so it's not enough sufficient for you to get success in your life. So if you want to do something, if you have strong mindset, so I highly suggest everyone that you just start working hard. You just start putting a lot of efforts in yourself to achieve something good in your own life. So if you want fluency in your speaking skills, so you have to keep on practicing on every single day, and no matter and where from where you are calling, and in what situation you are, and how many if you don't have time, because nowadays people are just they just keep on giving a very an amount of giving a lame excuses. Okay, so we should not try to give a very good amount of lame excuses, because nowadays you cannot say that I am not having a very good environment, I am not having a very English speaking partner, so what should I do, how can I speak this language in a very effective way spontaneously. So you cannot speak like this, you cannot say these kinds of negative things, because you are smart, you have to think yourself that you are very smart enough to learn this language by not just having any course from any tutors, any coaching center, by not joining any coaching center. So you are very smart enough to take to speak this language spontaneously, effectively, efficiently. Okay, so I think I should wrap up this live session, because it's time to have my dinner. It's been almost 30 minutes. That's why I have to wind up this live session. Okay, friends, then I'm just going to give you a very short message to everyone that, so if you have very strong determination, if you are very strong, if you have very strong mindset, so you can do anything in your own life, and you have to think like out of the box. And because nowadays everybody is busy in their own way. Okay, maybe you are working somewhere, or maybe you are not doing any work in your own life, but you are busy in your own way. So you have to think that I'm going to, am I going to add something value in my own life or not. So you have to ask this question in yourself. So that's why, if you are very determined, if you are very hardworking person, so nobody can stop you to learn this language. So you will be own responsible to do any good thing in your own life. Okay, so this is my perspective. I also believe in this kinds of perspective. So this is my thought. Okay, okay, my friends, dear friends. So allow me to leave this live session. So take care. Bye bye. Keep practicing and keep learning this beautiful language. So till then, bye. Have a have a great day and good night.